gentlemen. My name is Joe Baptist, although I will be other people over the course of the evening. I'm the director for the show, and I want to start out by thanking you all for coming. And I need to thank some other people too that helped make the show possible. Because in addition to money from ticket sales, kind of our seed money comes from our sponsors. And our sponsors this evening include, and if you're an employee or a customer or a fan, please go ahead and applaud, just not for like our time. The Union Brewery.
Yay!
Hey, beer.
Old Time Photos.
Yay!
Picture.
The Virginia City Gallery of the West.
Hey, art.
The Palace Restaurant and Saloon.
Ooh.
The Cigar and Bar.
Tobacco.
Which I always thought was just called the Cigar Bar. But we learn something new every day. Facet and Company Fine Jewelry.
Jewelry!
The Mark Twain Saloon and Casino.
That's me.
Saloon!
Grandma's Fudge.
Grandma! Grandma!
Woo!
We have some kindred spirits.
Love you.
St. Mary's Art Center. And they have loaned us some of the items we're using on our sets. The Roasting House.
Yay, house!
The Red Dog Saloon.
The dog.
CC's Closet.
Yay, CC!
And I'm just going to mention this. CC's, I've been doing shows here for just over 3 years. And every show we've done, no matter what time period we're doing, they always help us out with costumes. And some of us, because we like to come up to Virginia City and fit in, have our own costumes for this period, but not everybody does. And sometimes the costume you have isn't the costume you need for your role. So it's really great that they're able to help us out with those costumes, show after show after show. So it's a special shout out.
Yay!
And also the Silver Queen Hotel and Wedding Chapel.
Boom, weddings!
The Canvas Cafe.
Yay!
And they also catered our cast and crew dinner today.
We love you even more now.
Between the two shows, it's nice. It was just so nice to be able to, rather than try and go someplace and come back and be in that rush and deal with traffic and parking on parade day, the cast and crew were able to stay here and relax. And now we're ready to do another great show. And speaking of great shows, when I first saw the program, this one kind of surprised me a little bit because they're not a business in town, but they're somebody that they're another performing group, and we compete with them for time on the stage. And that's David John and the Comstock Cowboys, and that is totally a class act for them to
Yay!
Also, our producers, who are the Virginia City Tourism Commission.
Yay! Tourism!
Liza.
Our show has had some changes in that we started with auditions back in August, and some of us have been rehearsing since then, and others kind of fell by the wayside, and we got some replacements. And one of the things in this show is you'll notice that we have carolers in between the scenes while we're moving things around on stage, so you're not sitting there going, when is the show going to start? And we realized with the smaller cast, with people taking extra roles and everything, we didn't have as many cast members singing. So just in the last couple weeks, I started trying to round up carolers. And some of them, I went to the parade last week, and everybody I saw in a costume, I said, can you sing? Can you make noise? Can you please come help us out? So we have a couple of carolers that did not make it into the program. And those are Andrew Woolman.
Yay! Yay!
Speaking of carols, if you recognize the carols, please feel free to sing along. If you learned a different version at your fraternity house, this is a family show. Keep that in mind. We also have a special guest performer this evening, a young man named Cole. And you won't get to see him, but you'll get to hear him. We also have Evie Hunt, who is playing Emma's child this evening.
Yay, Evie.
In a couple of moments, you're going to be taken back to the 1870s, and the Comstock is all hustle and bustle, mining and mills, and Virginia City, the richest city in the world. In the 1870s, we did not have these. So if you have one of these with you, please go ahead and turn it off, put it in airplane mode.
Excuse me, Director, excuse me. You got a telegram. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
That's Jen, our stage manager. Yay!
Okay, so my telegram is to my stage manager, Jen. It says, "You are amazing." Stop. "We appreciate all your hard work." Stop. "Break a leg." Stop. And that means something else in the theater world, but I'm not going to say it because we don't say the GL expression because it's bad L to say that. Okay, so I was somewhere in here. Okay, so we're going to put those away. If you are an emergency worker, somebody who is on call, and you can't turn it off, and you set it to vibrate, we understand, and we thank you for coming while you're on call, and we thank you for being on call, because it's winter storm time, and things happen, and we appreciate that. Okay, so if that applies to you, and it buzzes, and you have to go out and take that emergency call, please go out the door by the bar that goes towards the bathrooms, and take care of what you need to take care of. And if you have to leave for an emergency call because you're an emergency room doctor or something, then hopefully we'll see you. Okay. This is a historic building with a lot of old wood. And some of the wood survived the fire in the 1880s and was used to rebuild the structure. Let's take all of our smoking to our smoking area, which is outside on the sidewalk in front of the corner bar, and let's not burn the building down. Also, during the show, you can take pictures, but no flash pictures, please, during the show. The flashes can be distracting for my cast and my crew. We might think that, who knows what's going on, we might get confused. At the end of the show, in case I forget, and all the excitement at the end, do drive safely. We want you to get home safely, and we want you to enjoy your holidays together with your families and loved ones. Okay. I think I've gone through the whole laundry list.
You can go behind.
And
He's fine.
so I will leave you with this thought, and then I'll let you mentally take yourselves back to the 1870s. Enjoy the show. Good evening and welcome to my opera house. I'm John Piper, and this season we have decided for our show to do a show based on a novel by Charles Dickens. Now this novel is set normally in London, in England, back in Europe. And it is about a man who is lonely and angry and unhappy and greedy most of all. Unfortunately, we can find such men, I think, everywhere, in every time and every place. But fortunately, for us, we are thinking, instead of doing our show about Europe, we are all in America now, and we are Americans. So why don't we imagine that this man, this Ebenezer Scrooge, has come to America, and being a man who loves money and gold and silver, of course he's going to come to the Comstock and to Virginia City, yeah? So here he is, and imagine everything you know about Virginia City, and then imagine this new man is here, Ebenezer Scrooge, and he is the most miserable and
Thrifty?
Stingy?
Miserly?
yes, that's it in English. Miserly man in all of the Comstock. And this man, of course, is doomed to a life of unhappiness. But one special Christmas Eve, he has given the chance to change his life. And that is what this story is about. And he is visited in this story by ghosts and spirits. And I know some of you are saying, but Mr. Piper, ghosts and spirits in Virginia City? This would never happen.
Monstrous.
Ghosts and spirits in your opera house? No.
Never.
But we are using our imaginations tonight, so please imagine that ghosts and spirits can be in Virginia City and can be in our opera house here. And whether you believe in those spirits or not, there is one spirit I hope you leave our show tonight believing in, and that it fills you up. This spirit, the Christmas spirit.
Prisons? Yes, sir, there are plenty. And the workhouses and the orphanages, are they still in operation? Yes, sir, though I wish to say that they were not. Oh, thank God for that. I'm so relieved to hear you say it. For the way you have been talking, I thought something had happened to those institutions to keep them from their useful work. Excuse me, Mr. Scrooge. Those institutions scarcely provide enough to help the poor. So a few of us are collecting money to help buy some meat, drink, and a means of warmth this year. What may I put you down for, sir? You may put me down for nothing. Nothing, sir? I don't make merry myself, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. Sir, Many will die without the help of those more fortunate, such as yourself. Then let them die and thereby decrease the surplus population. Mr. Scrooge. Mr. Flood, you've already taken up too much of my precious time. It's time for you to leave. But Mr. Scrooge! Good day,
Please,
sir.
sir. Please. Sorry, sir.
Merry Christmas, Uncle! God save you! Hurry! It's warmer in here than it is outside.
Humbug.
Oh, Christmas a humbug? You don't mean that, surely.
Merry Christmas. What right have you to be so merry? You're poor enough.
Well, what right have you to be so miserable? You're rich enough.
Well, what else can I be when I live in a world of fools such as this? Merry Christmas. If I had my way, every fool that goes around with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own plum pudding and buried with a stick of holly through his heart.
Uncle!
Please, you keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine.
Oh, Uncle. Christmas time is a caring, loving, charitable time of the year. It is the one time of year when all men and women view each other as fellow passengers on this earth and not a different race of creatures bound on different journeys. And although it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I feel that Christmas has done me good and will do me good, and I say God bless it.
Well said indeed.
Oh, so you agree with my niece, do you, Mr. Cratchit?
I do, sir. I think Christmas is a joyous and happy time.
Will you let me hear one more word out of you, Bob Cratchit, and you'll spend Christmas looking for another job. My sister's daughter can push me, but not my employees. Is that clear?
Quite clear, sir.
Oh, Uncle, don't be angry. Come have dinner with us tomorrow.
No, thank you.
But why not?
Because I'll be working, of course. Can you imagine me taking time off to eat, drink, and make merry?
You've never spent a day full of good food, good company, and merriment?
Of course not. Can you imagine me being so wasteful? Did you come here for the sole purpose of keeping me from my work?
Of course not, dear Uncle. I've come here because I care about you.
Do you?
Yes.
I never asked you to.
Well, you may not have, but my mother, your poor departed sister, she did ask that of me. She was scared that if I didn't care about you, nobody else would. Oh, Uncle, please come to dinner tomorrow.
No, thank you.
Well, I'm not going to give up. I am very obstinate, you know.
Yes, don't remind me. It's like my sister when she got an idea into her head.
Stubborn like my Uncle Ebenezer. That's what my mom and dad used to say. Well, if you won't come have dinner with me, how about you, Mr. Cratchit? How about your fine family come and join me and my husband for a fine holiday meal?
But that's quite kind and most unexpected, but I kind of oppose. Christmas is, after all, a time for family and all, and I'm afraid that I am scheduled to work tomorrow.
On Christmas Day? That is a humbug. What mean-spirited old money grubber would make you work on Christmas Day? I wonder.
I refuse to pay a day's wages for no work.
But, Mr. Scrooge, Christmas comes but once a year.
That's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December.
Yep, yeah. Heard that before.
Surrounded by fools. Very well, if you must have it, have it.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellent. That means the office will be closed. That means you can come to dinner.
No, no, no. Mr. Cratchit can have his day to do with as he pleases, but I intend to spend my time in more important enterprises.
More important than family?
Don't you know business is more important than family?
Dear Uncle, it hurts my heart to find you so resolute. So I shall give you my Christmas salutations now. A very, very merry, merry, merry Christmas, Uncle. And a Happy New Year.
Bob.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Very well, Mr. Cratchit. You have tomorrow to do with as you please. But I expect you here all the earlier the next day. Understood?
Right there, Mr. Scrooge.
You mark my words, Bob Cratchit. The world is a harsh and cruel place, and the only defense against the cold hand of poverty is profit, acquisition, and gain. What's Christmas time to you but a time for finding yourself another year older and yet not a dime richer?
Yes, sir. Good night, Mr. Scrooge.
Good night.
Scrooge!
Who's there?
Scrooge!
Listen, you best show yourself. I'm armed. Yes. Yes, I am. This is better than a sword. Look, you best show yourself, or imagine things. I blame Emma for this. you had better show yourself, or I will go for the sheriff. Yes, yes. I'll have the sheriff come and arrest you, and you'll spend Christmas in a jail cell if I have my say. Oh, dear God. Please, no. Dreadful phantom, tell me who and what are you?
Don't you recognize me, Ebenezer? I am your partner, Jacob Marley. I have come to warn you, to allow you to escape the fate that I am doomed to.
No, it can't be. You're dead. This must be just a figment of my imagination, brought on by a bad meal, that's it. You're nothing but an undigested bit of beef, a crumb of cheese, a bit of underdone potato. There's more of gravy than grave about you.
I have no time to waste with such silliness, Ebenezer. I am as real as death, as real as a profit and loss statement. And I am here to warn you of the dreadful accounting you will face if you continue on the path I helped to set you on. Now, are you ready to listen?
No, Jacob, you are in chains. Who has done this terrible thing to you?
I have done it to myself. I wear the chains I forged in life. I made them link by link and yard by yard. The weight and length of the chain you bear yourself is growing as heavy and as long as mine. You have labored on it since we met. Yours is going to be a monstrous chain.
This can't be. You don't deserve this, Jacob. You were always a good man of business.
Business? Mankind should have been my business. The common welfare should have been my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, and benevolence should all have been my business.
Please, Jacob, have mercy.
I have none to give, but you may yet have a chance, and a hope of escaping my fate. I bring you a chance for hope, Ebenezer.
You always were a good friend to me, Jacob.
You are to be haunted by 3 spirits.
Haunted? Haunted? To be haunted. No offense, but on the whole, I'd rather not be haunted. It's all the same to you.
Without their visits, you will be doomed and cannot hope to escape the path I tread.
Doomed?
Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
How will I know these spirits?
Expect the second when the bell tolls 2.
What sorts of spirits are they?
And the third when the bell tolls 3.
What will they do to me?
I can say no more. I can stay no longer. Remember, Ebenezer, for your own sake, what has passed between us.
Wait! Don't leave me, Jacob! No! 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 Oh. No. You're just having a nightmare. You're seeing things, Ebenezer, old boy. It's a nightmare, that's all it is. It's a nightmare. Nightmare before Christmas. Yes. There's no such thing as spirits, ghosts, not in Virginia City. It's all a humbug, I say. Oh, just nothing. What a humbug.
Ebenezer.
Are you one of the spirits that Jacob told me about?
I am.
Oh, thank God. You're not nearly as terrifying as I thought. So, what sort of spirit are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Christmas past? Long past?
No, your past.
My past? Why my past?
Well, so you may see the steps you have taken. Come, Ebenezer, take my hand. I have much to show you. Let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. In Bethlehem in Israel, this blessed babe was born, and laid within a manger upon this blessed morn. The witch's mother Mary did nothing take in scorn. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Good Lord.
You know this place?
Know it? I should say so. I was apprenticed here, back in Ohio. Before I'd ever partnered up with Jacob Marley. Before I ever heard of the Comstock, or even dreamed of coming to Virginia City. Look, and there I am, and I have hair. And there's old Fezziwig. Fezziwig alive again. Oh, Jacob, you've got to come here. Please, please, please.
Yes, this is Ebenezer Scrooge, a business associate of mine.
Ah, so you're the young man I've been hearing so much about.
It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Marley.
Yes.
Ebenezer here has a keen mind for business. Why, year over year, we more than doubled our profits. Can you imagine that? Oh, what a guy, what a guy, what a guy.
I can imagine.
Excuse me, I see another guest has arrived.
Go ahead. It'll give me a chance to get acquainted with your young prodigy.
Oh,
here.
okay. Thank you.
Mr. Scrooge. Old Fezziwig seemed doomed to go out of business this year. And I've been asking myself, how is it that he has suddenly become so prosperous again? And I realize it's not what he did, it's you. You've done it. You have a keen mind for business, young man, and I am most impressed.
Well, that is very kind of you to say. I am overwhelmed, but, I do believe that there is more to life than just business.
Bah! What a humbug! Life is business, young man, and the business of life is profit, acquisition, and gain. Remember that. Now, you and I must talk business. I am fully prepared to offer you a position in my firm.
Are you indeed, sir?
Yes, I have been looking for a young man that I can train and mentor as a partner. Now, Fezziwig would be spending this winter in the poorhouse if it wasn't for you, and instead of throwing this lavish and wasteful Christmas party. But if you come and work for me, you'll have opportunities he could never offer you. You'll be able to set financial goals for yourself and have the means to achieve them.
Well, Mr. Marley, that is a very kind and generous offer of you. But Mr. Fezziwig's been awfully good to me. I feel I owe him a debt of gratitude.
You are loyal. I will grant you that. But you don't need to rush into a decision right now. But do think it over and come and see me in the new year so we can discuss these matters. You have a fine future ahead of you, Ebenezer, if you choose to take it.
Oh, Jacob, hold, one moment. Jacob, join us in a glass of punch and celebrate the holiday.
Thank you. No, Mr. Fezziwig. I'm afraid I must leave. I have some important business to attend to.
On Christmas Eve?
Yes, it's a small matter, you understand, but something I must take care of personally. So, good day.
A good day, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's to Jacob.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Mr. Fezziwig. And Happy New Year, Mr. Scrooge. Yes.
Here it is, Christmas Eve. Let's clear the floor. Bring on the food, bring on the punch. Let's celebrate!
But it does take a great deal more than being able to dance than to provide for a family in this harsh world of ours.
You have great prospects, Ebenezer. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for a family.
Speaking of prospects, Mr. Marley seems to be willing to make me an offer of employment. Can you believe it?
Are you not happy here?
Oh, very happy here, but given the opportunity to improve one's position in life, I see no reason not to take it.
That's true, but from what I know of Mr. Marley, he's not exactly the kind of man you would want to work for.
Nonsense. He's rich and he's successful. And if he takes an interest in my future, in our future, I see no reason not to hear the man out. What a grand night!
Yes, and all thanks to old Fezziwig.
Oh, yes. What a fine and generous man he is.
A toast. Well, it's much already. To our dear Mr. Fezziwig, may he live a long life, and may fortune follow him all his days.
Well said.
Well said indeed. You know, I'd forgotten what a generous spirit old Fezziwig had.
Generous? How can you say that? He has spent but a few dollars of your immortal money, 3 or 4 at the most. Why does he deserve such praise?
Well, it's not the amount he spent, Spirit. It was within his power to make us happy or sad, to make our work a joy or a toil. Why, the happiness he gave to his employees is as great as if he had spent a fortune.
So you no longer believe that fools such as old Fezziwig here should be boiled in their own plum pudding and buried with a stake of holly through their heart?
Belle. Made me think of what I dreamed my life would be like.
Belle seems a likely girl, but you seem hesitant.
Well, I just wanted to establish myself financially before starting a family.
Come, Ebenezer.
Oh, can't we sail a little while longer?
No, we cannot.
But why? Why not?
There is much to see and my time grows short. Come, hurry.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the Spirit felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, night divine.
Thank you for walking me home, Ebenezer. Now that you've been with Mr. Marley for over a year now, do you think you'll be ready for marriage?
Oh, it's far too soon to be announcing any engagements. Even with the greater salary, I can not afford a fiance, let alone a wife.
You've always loved gold and money more than you've ever loved me.
What are you talking about, Belle? Everything I'm doing for us to secure a financially sound future.
Then why are we not engaged? You're better off financially now than we first met. And your profits have doubled since you were a clerk for Fezziwig.
Prospects mean nothing. They can change. They can evaporate. Just like that. My father found out it is only cold, hard cash that matters in this world. And only when I have amassed enough will I be able to marry.
You hardly seem happy at the prospect of us spending our lives together. I wonder if it will ever happen. Or if you will always be more interested in profit than in family.
Belle, you simply have to be patient, my love.
Once I have established myself in the world of business and gained enough financial security for the two of us, will I be able to marry? Will I be able to start a family?
I have been patient, Ebenezer. I've waited for you to be ready, but I've started to see you change. I highly doubt you will ever choose a poor woman like me over money. That your love of money has eclipsed the love you once had for me.
There never was any other woman. Only Val.
There's no other woman I can see myself marrying about. It's only you.
Oh, Ebenezer.
It's just that I have financial goals that I have set for myself. Goals in which an early marriage would prevent me from achieving.
Her father always did seem to be waiting for me to say something to her about marriage.
Oh, Ebenezer. I knew you would never throw me over for another woman. You who measures everything in financial gain and weighing profit and loss. But my family keeps hinting strongly that there are other young men who are ready for marriage. They don't approve of me spending so much time with a young man that I'm not even engaged to.
They couldn't possibly want you to marry a man that couldn't provide you with every luxury. They know that I'll ask for your hand as soon as my feet are underneath me.
They would want me to marry a man who loves me more than
I do love you, Belle. I just can't get married right now.
that I'm giving you this choice, Ebenezer. If you choose me, you know where to find me. I hope you do.
What are you doing standing there, man? Go after her! Go! Move your feet! What are you waiting for?
Love! Ah. Oh, humbug.
No. No. Spirit, I do not wish to see any more. Conduct me home. If I cannot change these visions, why show them to me?
So you may consider the path you have traveled.
I don't wish to see any more. Why do you torture me with these memories?
These are the shadows of things that have been. They are what they are and cannot be changed.
I don't want to see any more. I don't want these memories. Wash them from my mind. And leave me in peace. Hello, Ebenezer. What sort of spirit are you?
What sort of spirit am I? Don't you know me?
I've never seen you before in my life.
Oh, come closer, and know me better.
I mean no offense, Spirit, but my last encounter has left me exhausted and I cannot go on. I am tired and in need of sleep.
Here, drink from my cup, and you will have the strength to continue. We have much to see in little time. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Have you never shared in the abundance of the season? Given a gift? Oh. Received a gift? Had a Christmas feast? A plum pudding? Come, let me show you the joys of the season. Put your robe on. Here, touch my robe and we shall see how even the poor have much to celebrate on Christmas.
Move
place?
This is the home of your clerk, Bob Cratchit. Have you never visited?
No.
It's a modest dwelling, but a happy one.
Happy Christmas, my love.
Happy Christmas indeed, my dear. Oh, everything smells delicious, doesn't it, Tim?
Yes, Father.
Yes, it does. Well, I say, let's eat. Oh, look at this. Oh, everything looks so good. And never has there been quite a bird as fine as this. God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Yes, Kim. God bless us, everyone. And in that spirit, and in the spirit of Christmas, I say that we toast the founder of this feast, Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge,
Yes, my dear, Mr. Scrooge.
the founder of the feast indeed. Why, I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon.
My dear, it's Christmas. Young Tim,
Well, only on Christmas Day would anyone ever drink to the health of such a cruel, stingy, unfeeling man as Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. No one knows better than you do, poor fellow.
I know, my dear, but it is Christmas. A kind, forgiving, and charitable time.
Very well. I'll drink to his health for your sake and the day's, but not for his. Long life to him. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt. Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge.
God bless Mr. Scrooge. God bless us, everyone.
Very good, Tim. Very good.
So sad that this is the last Christmas they will share together.
What do you mean? Did something happen to this family? I won't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Tell me what happened.
I see a vacant seat. In the chimney corner, a crutch without its owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
Die? No. Listen, the ghosts of Christmas past had no power to change things, but we are here in the present. Surely you have the power.
Why not let them die and decrease the surplus population?
You use my own words against me.
And why not? Who are you to decide what man shall live and what man shall die? In the sight of heaven, you may be less fit to live than this poor man's child. Come, let us see how your niece celebrates the holiday.
Why, Emma, I thought your Uncle Ebenezer was joining us tonight.
No, I couldn't persuade him to come, though Lord knows I tried. He's just so focused on his work, and he's never really had much patience for festivities.
Not unless there's a profit to be made from it.
And unfortunately, until a new silver vein develops, it doesn't look like the miners will have very much profit. In fact, they're laying off workers already.
Oh, how awful! And at Christmas time, too. I wish there was something we could do to help.
I had heard the Silver Kings were setting up a fund to help the workers that were laid off this winter.
Well, very practical, as these are the very workers who will continue to contribute to the benefit of the new vein that's coming. Minor.
asking other business owners to contribute.
Oh, that must be why Mr. Flood was in my uncle's office yesterday.
Not just Flood, but Mackey, Fair, O'Brien, other mine owners, and prominent business people, including John Piper, have contributed.
John Piper. That man does so much more for us than just entertain us at his opera house. He really should go into politics.
Do you know who was practically the only businessman that didn't contribute to the miners' fund?
I know who it was. Your uncle, Ebenezer Scrooge.
It's getting to the point where people are using the name Ebenezer to explain any thrifty man.
Thrifty? I think stingy is the word you mean.
Or miserly. I was in his office yesterday, and he said that Christmas was a humbug. Can you believe that? Oh, poor fellow, he believes it too. Oh my goodness. But considering the merriment that he has given us this evening, I think we should raise a glass to the old man, no matter what his name stands for.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
You treat your niece with such contempt, yet she drinks to your health. She wishes you well. She invited you to dinner.
Yes, and joins her friends in making fun of me behind my back. My niece is a dreamer. Has no head for business.
Yes, but she does seem to be much happier than you.
Well, she's young yet. When you're young, you have no idea how cruel the world can be.
Yes, cruel. The world can be cruel. But each man is on his own journey that leads him through life. You, yourself, are on such a journey, but it need not be so. My life on this globe grows weary. It ends tonight.
No, Spirit, don't leave me. I don't wish to be left alone. Is there nothing more you can show me? Oh. Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come? And you are here to show me shadows of things that will be, but have not happened yet? Oh, Spirit, I fear you more than any other spirit I've seen tonight. But I know your purpose is to do me good. And so, I am ready. The night grows short and it is precious to me. Yes. Lead on, Spirit. Lead on.
Hello, my dear.
I'm glad you're home. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have waited, my dear.
Oh, no, we'll take our tea together. What took you so long, Robert?
I had some final arrangements to make. I wish you could have come with me, and wish you could have come and seen the view. It was beautiful. They say you can see for 100 miles. And how peaceful it is. But we will, my dear, we will. We'll go on Sundays. We'll go on Sundays together, won't we? We'll go on Sundays together.
Yes, dear, we will.
Yes.
I feel so blessed for the time that we
Tim?
I know. And we'll go every Sunday, just you and me, to see our little Tim.
I am so grateful we still have one another. I know that no matter what happens, we'll never forget our little Tim.
We still have each other. We always will. We always will. And I know we will not forget our Tim. And when we think about how patient and kind he was, even as a small child, we shall not quarrel or fight and forget Tim in doing so.
No, never.
I am so happy to have just had the time that we did with him. So very grateful.
Spirit, I should not be here. I do not belong here. I should leave this family to grieve in peace. Is there nothing else you can show me? Yes, lead on. Lead on. Why are we in this cemetery? Has someone died? That's Emma, my niece. Oh. Or Emma, her husband Fred must have died. But what sort of man has so few mourners at his funeral?
Your uncle was not an easy man to like, Emma.
He did business with half the city. Everybody knew him, but nobody could come to say goodbye.
Honestly, dear, would even the two of us be here if it wasn't family?
It's true. He wasn't an easy man to like, but I remember him when he was a young man, younger. He was full of joy. But it's like when he lost my mother. It stripped him of all of his humanity.
Spirit, is it me who lies buried beneath that stone? Before I draw closer to that stone to reach a point, answer me this. Are these the shadows of things that will be, or the shadows of things that may be only? As I feared. No, please, Spirit. Please. This can't be. I swear to you, I'm a changed man. A changed man, I tell you. I'm a changed man. I'm in my own bedroom, my own bed, and I'm alive. I'm alive. I say it on my knees, Jacob, and the spirits of Christmas be praised. It's Christmas Day, and I'm alive. Merry Christmas to all, and Happy New Year to everyone. Hey, you there, boy!
Yes, sir.
Do you know the butchers in the next street over on the corner?
Yes, sir.
Intelligent boy. Listen, can you tell me if they sold the prize smoked turkey in the window? Not the little one, but the big one.
It's still there.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to run to the butchers and tell them that Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge wishes to buy it, and have them send it here so I can tell them where to deliver it. If you come back with the butcher, I'll give you a quarter. If you come back with it in 5 minutes, I'll give you a $50.
Oh, boy.
Look at him go. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. He won't know where it came from. That bird is twice the size of Tiny Tim. Oh, I don't deserve to be so happy, but I am. I can't help it. Oh, Christmas Day and the whole day to celebrate it. Oh, what to do, what to do.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient
Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some piggy pudding. Oh, bring us some piggy pudding. Oh, bring us some piggy pudding and bring it right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all like our piggy pudding. We all like our piggy pudding. We all like our piggy pudding with all its good cheer. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge.
Merry Christmas. Mr. Flood. Mr. Flood, Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes. Allow me to apologize for my behavior yesterday. I wasn't feeling quite myself.
You are Mr. Scrooge, aren't you, sir?
Yes, sir, I am. And if you would allow me to beg a favor of you.
Sir?
Could you accept a donation to your fund?
Lord bless me! Are you serious, Mr. Scrooge?
Oh, yes, quite serious, quite serious. Not a penny less. Let me assure you, a great many back payments are included in that.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge. Thank you very much.
Well, if you do me one more favor, please include the name of my partner, Jacob Marley, on the donation. All of this was his doing, you see.
I don't know what to say to this. I don't know whose doing it is, but Mr. Scrooge, you more than help us exceed our expectations. Thank you, sir, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, sir.
Merry Christmas to you, sir. And thank you 50 times.
Oh,
thank you. Woo, 50 times. Must run.
Goodbye.
Maggie, Fair, O'Brien, other mine owners, and prominent business people, including John Piper.
John Piper, that man does so much more for us than just entertain us at his opera house. He really should go into politics.
Do you know who was practically the only businessman in Virginia City that didn't contribute to the miners fund?
I know who it was.
It's your uncle, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Bless my soul, it is! Uncle Ebenezer!
Ella, Fred, I've come to dinner if you're still happy.
Well, of course, but wait, what changed your minds?
Well, the ghost of Jacob Marley changed my mind. The spirits of Christmas past, present, future changed my mind. And your words, Emma, changed my mind. You're right. Christmas is a kind, charitable, and forgiving time. A time when men open their hearts and think of others. And so, in the memory of my dear sister, your mother, and in the hopes that my name will be associated with charity rather than miserliness, I pledge to keep the Christmas season in my heart and celebrate it all year round.
Oh, Uncle, you are again the man that you were in my childhood. Welcome back.
Welcome, Uncle.
Bless you all.
Merry Christmas.
Let earth receive her King. Let
Mr. Cratchit, what do you mean by coming in here at this hour?
Oh. I'm quite sorry I'm late, sir.
Oh, you're sorry, are you? Yes, sir. Step this way, sir, if you please.
Mr. Scrooge, Christmas only comes once a year, and I won't be late again. And I'm afraid yesterday I was making a bit more merry, sir, than I'm normally used to.
Well, you were you?
Yes, sir.
Eating lots of turkey, no doubt?
Yes.
Turkey from a giant bird that mysteriously appeared on your doorstep.
Why, yes.
And lots of potatoes with all the trimmings.
Oh, it's a bountiful feast, sir.
Yeah, sounds like quite the feast. Nevertheless, it doesn't excuse this. So you leave me no choice, Bob, but to triple your salary.
Did you say triple my salary, sir?
Triple your salary.
My salary?
Your salary. Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas than I've given you in many a year. Not only will I triple your salary, I'm going to make you a junior partner in the firm. We'll assist your struggling family and find the best medical care for Tim. And we'll discuss all of this over a belated cup of cider down in the corner bar. What say you to that?
Sounds wonderful, sir. Wonderful, wonderful. Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas. And one thing I want you to do before you cross another T or dot another I is I'd like some coal for the stove. It's freezing in here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jacob. May you yet find some peace. And a Merry Christmas to all of you. And a Happy New Year. Yes?
God bless us, everyone.
God bless us, everyone.
joining us this evening for what may be just a continuation of your holiday celebrations, or maybe the beginning. Thank you for including us in them. It's been a really fun show. We have one more tomorrow, and wow, so I think I'm supposed to do the handing it over thing. This is the first time that I've been a full director of a show here at Piper's, and this is one that Jen and I adapted. Jen did the original adaptation for Virginia City a couple years ago, and then she handed it off to me, and I made quite a few adaptations to it. I had this vision for a show with a fairly small and wonderful cast, and so we've been working on it and working on it and working on it. And on Monday, I told them at the end of our rehearsal, it's your show now. I just tell the light people what to do from here on out and ask you to speak up. So they really made it their own. And from your applause, your laughter, that's the reward we love. That's why we're up here, to share that joy with you. They've done a wonderful show, so thank them again. In about a minute, after we plow our snow up here, we'll be coming down and mingling, and you can do some picture taking and everything then. Please feel free to do so. And if you enjoyed the show and you have friends that could make it up tomorrow at 2, please tell them about it, because we'd like to really fill the auditorium tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, a safe trip home, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.